Ladies and gentlemen, members of the university faculty, and our degree candidates, as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. I now am going to ask you to please stand for the entrance of the national colors by the UT Arlington Corps of Cadets, which will be followed by our singing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, if you would, please remove your hats. Thank you.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, we moved through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would now like to call Dr. Beth Wright, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts, to the podium to preside this evening over this ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the university faculty, and degree candidates, good evening and welcome to the Fall 2014 Commencement of the College of Liberal Arts. My name is Beth Wright. I'm the Dean of the College and a Professor of Art History. It's my privilege, along with the representatives of the faculty of the college, to welcome you to this evening's commencement ceremony. We're honored to have with us today our University President, Dr. Vistas Karbari, and the University Provost and Vice President, Dr. Ronald Elsenbaumer, as well as Dr. David Silva, Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs and Professor of Linguistics, Dr. Carolyn Kaysen, Vice President for Research, Mr. Tim Quinnen, Vice President for Student Affairs, serving as our University Marshal, Mr. Jim Bradley, Vice President for the Office of Information Technology, and Dr. Carl Petruso, Dean of the Honors College and Professor of Anthropology. I would also like to acknowledge members of the Platform Party and others who have worked to help make this day so very special. Please hold your applause until all have been identified. Dr. Elizabeth Coffin, Associate Dean of Liberal Arts and Associate Professor of History, Dr. Eric Bosterly, Assistant Dean of Liberal Arts, and Dr. Leslie Ridingham, Assistant Dean of Liberal Arts, will assist with the recognition of students, and Professor Dennis Marr, Department of Theater Arts, will serve as announcer. We would also like to recognize the UT Arlington Jazz Orchestra, conducted by our own Tim Ishii, Professor in the Department of Music. Other liberal arts faculty assembled here include the chairs of the Departments of Art and Art History, Communication, Criminology and Criminal Justice, English, History, Linguistics and TESOL, Modern Languages, Music, Philosophy and Humanities, Political Science, Sociology and Anthropology, and Theater Arts. Professors Robert Hauer, Charlotte Markham Shaw, Robert Bing, Bruce Krajewski, Marvin Delaney, Laurel Stavan, Chris Conway, Rick Bogard, Ken Williford, Rebecca Dean, Bob Kunovich, and Kim LaFontaine, as well as faculty from each department. I also want to acknowledge the dedicated work of Mrs. Cindy Wilder-Graves, who has devoted much of her time and energies this past several weeks to make this event a success. Cindy's been assisted in these efforts by Alita Duran, Amy Keller, David Prestiani, Laura Nation, and Mark Graves, as well as many staff members who had volunteered from each of our departments. For many of you, this is your first commencement at the University of Texas at Arlington, but this ceremony has a long and honored tradition. At the end of this afternoon's processional, you saw Professor Antoinette Saul, Chair of Faculty Senate, and Professor in the Department of Modern Languages, carrying the commencement mace, a symbol of the university's authority to award degrees. The mace was created in 2008 by David Keynes, Emeritus Professor of Art, assisted by Metal Art Adjunct Professor Fred Miller. On the mace, we see all of the names of our institution, from Arlington College in 1895 to the present University of Texas at Arlington. The mace has been placed on stage as a visual reminder of the history of this academic ceremony and the tradition that you, as graduating students of UT Arlington in the year 2014, are about to join. For those of you who are receiving your doctoral, master's, or bachelor's degree, this is a day long anticipated, a day of excitement, a day to celebrate great achievement. Many of you have worked full or part-time jobs, cared for families, or carried other responsibilities while completing your degree requirements. Some of you have traveled great distances to earn your degree at UT Arlington. Some of you are completing more than one degree and being certified as teachers. On this day, we extend our warmest congratulations to all of you. Each of you has a right to be very proud for having reached this milestone. We celebrate the academic achievements represented here this evening. We're very pleased that so many family and friends have joined us this evening. Your support has been critical to your student, and as academic mentors, we're deeply grateful to you. Just as you're proud, we are proud of each and every one of our graduates, and we're delighted that you can be with us here to celebrate their achievements. I would like to ask our students to show their appreciation to you with a round of applause. And finally, our students could not have reached this point without our faculty members' expertise in research and creative activity and exceptional teaching ability. These dedicated women and men have not only provided you with important classroom instruction, they've shaped your intellectual formation in laboratories, on the fields, in the community. They've served as teachers, mentors, and role models, collaborating with you in the pursuit of academic achievement and preparation for what lies ahead, be it further study, entry into the educated workforce, community service, or another post-commencement adventure. Would all of the members of the faculty please rise to be recognized? Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Tamara Hext Hilliard. Tamara Hext Hilliard graduated from UT Arlington with a bachelor's degree in communication, specializing in radio, TV broadcast. Throughout her career, she's used her professional training and skills to serve both the profit and nonprofit sector. She is CEO and owner of Tay's Gourmet Granola, which she created 6 years ago. Today, her company distributes to retail stores such as Kroger, Albertsons, Fresh Markets, Central Markets, Market Street, United Supermarkets, and many independent stores in 7 states throughout the Southwest. Tay's Gourmet has been featured on Good Morning America. Her honors include being named Miss Texas and runner-up to Miss America, the largest scholarship organization in the world for women. These recognitions enabled her to achieve her goal of completing her education. Her philanthropic commitment includes both her personal service and that of her company. Tay's Gourmet is an affiliate of Children's Hunger Fund, a nonprofit organization that delivers food and hope to children in crisis. Tamara Hext Hilliard's statement on her company website, "There is great reward in helping those who are less fortunate," helps to explain why she was named the National Association of Professional Women Woman of the Year. An extraordinary professional, she's freely given her skills as well as her compassion for the betterment of her community. Her distinguished career has brought honor to the University of Texas at Arlington. Ladies and gentlemen, Tamara Hext Hilliard.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Wright. It was a lovely and a humbling introduction. And I can honestly say that I think this is probably the most exciting thing I've done. I mean, right up there with being on that Miss America stage. It's an honor to be here and to look each of you in the face and say, congratulations, job well done. 27 years ago, I sat where you sit. I walked the aisles of Texas Hall on the other side of campus, a beautiful venue, but oh my gosh, nothing like this one. This is amazing. Do you love this place? It's beautiful. I was a graduate of the class of 1987. This was one of my proudest moments, and I know it was one of the proudest for my parents as well. You know, your family and your environment truly do make a difference in your life. Make an effort tonight to thank those who have inspired you along the way. A hug, a high five, whatever. Make sure they know that they are appreciated. I was so glad that my parents could be with me 27 years ago when I took that walk. I wish they could be here tonight, along with my husband, Dr. Jim Hilliard. I want to share with you a personal story of inspiration. My mom was a lifelong educator, a teacher, a counselor, and a principal. In the late 70s and early 80s, it was almost unheard of for a woman to hold that honor of principal of a high school. She was actually principal of my high school when I was in high school. Oh boy, that's another story. But I was pretty good. She got her undergraduate and her master's degrees from Arkansas A&M, where she was from. She worked for years on her PhD, with hours accumulated from multiple universities, Stephen F. Austin, McNeese State, and Lamar University. But you know, life got in the way, and she never did get to do her dissertation to obtain her doctorate. My daddy dropped out of school in the 4th grade. He had to drop out when his father left the family. He worked hard as a young boy to provide for his mother and his brother. After meeting my mom, he was called, and he bravely fought and served his country on the front battle lines in the Korean War. After my older brother was born, my mom, already working on her doctorate degree, went to school alongside with my dad for many years to help him achieve his goal of graduating from college. And I mean, she went to school and took classes and sat with him, classes she'd already taken, so that my dad could be successful. After my dad working days at the gas company and attending night school for 13 long years, my father graduated from college in 1971. I still remember taking family photos with my daddy. I have a picture of myself standing in his black robe, kind of puddled around my feet. I was grinning ear to ear, wearing his hard-earned cap and gown. I was just 7 years old and not mature enough to understand why my dad, what he had accomplished and how hard he had worked. But now as I look back, I'm so proud of both of their efforts and their desire for my life, for my brother and sister's lives, to be better than theirs. They were an inspiration to me. But here we are tonight, and you guys are the star of the show. You know, the makeup of our university here and universities throughout America has changed so much over the years. Your student body comes from every state in this nation and 123 countries around our world, resulting in UTA being one of the most diverse student bodies in the United States. This is outstanding. You know, it took me 6 years to obtain my Bachelor of Arts degree. I was balancing many tasks at the time. I'm sure you all can relate. Many of you have balanced work, financial struggles, family obligations. You've juggled schedules and stayed up many late nights, studying hard to achieve this goal. Be proud of your efforts. It doesn't matter whether you did it in 4 years or in 13 years. You did it. You deserve a round of applause. The graduating classes of 2014 are no longer made up primarily of 21 and 22-year-olds. Many of you are older and have decided to go back and finish, or even to pursue your degree later in life, just like my daddy did. That is honorable. Congratulations to you. Don't miss an opportunity to pat yourself on the back, so just applause every time you want to, okay? There you go. Many of you tonight may be the first generation in your family to graduate from a university. Congratulations to you. Each one of you has now set the bar high for your kids and your grandkids. Secondary education has always been important, but you know what's now more important than ever as we jockey with other countries to maintain a leadership role among nations in technology, science, engineering, and in industry, in the arts. Higher education is imperative for our success. For those of you going on to pursue master's and doctorate degrees, I encourage you to press on. You will be the teachers, professors, the journalists, the doctors, the lawyers. You'll be the leaders of this great nation. I love this quote by Nelson Mandela, former president of South Africa and political activist. He said, "Higher education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And I like this one, by President John F. Kennedy. "Let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream which, fulfilled, can be translated into benefit for everyone and greater strength for our nation." Ask yourself this question: what will be my contribution to change our world? You know, life, it's a journey. As you sit there in your seats with your degree nearly in your hand, you probably have a vision for your future. You may know exactly what you're going to do with your degree, or you may have absolutely no idea what your next step will be. Along your journey, you're going to have twists and turns that you never expected. The plot of your story may be filled with excitement and drama, and it most definitely will be sprinkled with conflict. This is all part of life's grand design, all part of your book of life. Sometimes the path you were meant to follow sneaks up on you when you least expect it. I received my Bachelor of Arts degree in communication, specializing in radio, television, broadcasting in 1987. I had every intention of becoming a news anchor. I mean, not Channel 8, Channel 5, Channel 11 news anchor. I wanted Joan London's job. Good Morning America, The Today Show, Entertainment Tonight. I wanted those jobs. I had set my sights high. But I was wrong. That didn't happen. That goal never materialized, but others emerged, ones I didn't know existed. I've had a wonderful career as a television spokesperson and a commercial actor for many years. I've worn many other hats. I've been a wife for 26 years, a mom to 3 boys, a volunteer, spokesperson, author, yoga teacher, speaker, and most recently, very recently, entrepreneur. I would have never dreamed at 21 that at 51, I would be CEO and president of my own company. I never dreamed that I would create and bring to the marketplace a gourmet granola product that would bear my name on the package and it would be sold on Amazon or on grocery store shelves. I just never dreamed my company would partner with a charity, Children's Hunger Fund, and help feed children and families in crisis, both here in the United States and around the world. I just would have never dreamed. Your dreams may begin right here, but they don't end with the holding of that degree in your hand. I pray that your journey in this life will be a long one. I know that when the years pass and you look back on this time, you are going to do so with pride. I know I do. You, my friends, are college graduates. Go ahead, you deserve it. The world is at your feet. So go out and be the best person in your chosen field. Embrace this journey of life and be open to its possibilities. I am so honored to be asked to share this moment with you all. I want to leave you with some words of advice that I believe have been key to my success. 1, relationships. They're paramount. I believe that we were hardwired and created to desire relationships. Take advantage of every opportunity to meet new people. Stay connected and nurture those relationships. You never know what you can do for them or what they can do for you, or for that matter, what you can do and create together. Most of my golden opportunities in life have come from stepping outside the box, meeting new people, and nurturing those relationships. Relationships are not only the key to a happy and fulfilled life, relationships are the key to building your roadmap to success. Next, find your passion. Find your compassion. Giving back can be one of the most rewarding things you can do in your life. Align yourself with a charity or an organization, church, or a group that supports a cause that you feel passionate about. And then pledge to give a helping hand to those who have little and give back in whatever you do in life. I promise it will bless others and it will come back to you tenfold. Well, graduates, your past, it's behind you. Your future, it's kind of unknown. But today, you are the author of the rest of your life. This is merely a chapter in your epic novel. Every day, you create a new page, and each year, you write a new chapter. Make each day count and work from a center of gratitude and integrity. Stand tall in your accomplishments, but embrace humility. Gratefully, I'm here to honor you for the years of hard work that you've carved out to obtain your degree from the University of Texas at Arlington. Congratulations. Go Mavs!
Thank you, Ms. Hilliard, for those inspiring comments. Our ceremony will proceed from this point in two parts. First, we will recognize our students for their significant accomplishments, the completion of their doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degrees. Each of our graduates will come forward for recognition. Second, we will confer, that is to say, actually award the degrees by groups. We will now recognize those individuals who have completed the requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Music, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music degrees. At this time, I will ask the faculty members who will be hooding students who have satisfied the requirements for the doctoral degree or the Master of Fine Arts degree to please come forward and wait on the left of the stage for your student. Students who have completed their terminal degrees will be hooded as they cross the stage. Other students who have completed their graduate degrees are wearing their hoods. Our master's hooding ceremonies took place earlier in the day. I will invite each chairperson to the lectern, and in turn, each of them will invite their graduates to rise and come forward to be recognized. Professor Dennis Marr will read the names of candidates. Dr. Elizabeth Coughlin and Dr. Eric Bosterly will assist the chairs in giving out the diplomas. I would also like to ask Ms. Hilliard to join me in recognizing our graduates. Recognizing candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Arts, and Master of Music degrees is Dr. Leslie Ridingen, Assistant Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Faculty member hooding the doctoral students, please come forward.
Good evening. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree, Master of Arts degree, Master of Fine Arts degree, and Master of Music degree please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Lori Jacobs. Stephanie Ann McIntyre. Kadith Jane Anderson. R. Jeffrey Clayton Bandy. Ellen Brennan. Brandy Albano. Karen A. Donahue. Christina Rachel Durham. Regina Marcella Hamilton. Laura Harris Jr. Derek D. Miller. Erin Yvette Ragsdale. Brooke Rollins. Lauren Elizabeth Savell. Laura Ashley Session. Tamara J. Shelton Munson. Sade Nicole Spencer. Arthur Wally. Natalie Nicole Wilson. Benjamin Woodring Wright. Adriana Claudia Zavala. Kathleen Denise Dennison. Bethany Ann Yardy. Penny A. Castillo. Azim Akbar Mop. Jana Christine Nederman. Daniel H. Simpson. April Lorraine Burns. Ralph C. Angeles.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Art and Art History is Professor Robert Hauer.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Art in Art, the Bachelor of Art in Art History, and the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Trishna B. C. Alicia J. Brewer. Alicia S. Carter. Urki Laura M. Urki. Amanda Halima Farhad. Heather Nicole Jones. Megan Ashley McIntosh. Johnny K. Nguyen. Coral H. Pedrogo. Elizabeth Baker Woodward. Samantha Zozana. Monica May Glenn. Rachel C. Kennedy. Brittany N. McClard. Angela Faye Schroeder. Tulawalade Odunayo Ajiag. Kelsey Lee Armistead. Kevin Paul Bradford. Heather Brake. Kenny V. Cow. Drew A. Collins. John Crouch. Carla Mariel Delator. Raymond Douglas Detweiler. Thomas Hervey. Bradley R. Gam. Deidre R. George. Houston D. Hardaway. Yarmina K. Huerta. Kathleen Nicole Jenny. Benicia M. Jones. Clayton Ross Knowles. Thomas Arthur Lenning. Daniel R. Martinez. Trevor F. McCulley. Matthew Scott McDaniel. Brandy Delane McFarland. Chelsea Lynn Medina. Jessica Page Michael. Melina R. Miller. Ryan A. Morgan. Riya Nadim. Courtney K. Nguyen. Jimmy Du Nguyen. Tatiana D. Novell. Amanda Benet Pratt. Hector Antonio Ramirez. Tori Elizabeth Reynolds. Trey Rowland. Eugene Sarmiento. Jonathan Daniel Silverberg. Tarlak Singh. Rachel E. Thurman. Sophie Vang. Brandon Wayne Vickers. Din T. Vo. Daneth M. Wallace. Stacy Weber. William C. Whittington. Allison Eve Willoughby. Hannah Brianne Wilsford.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Communication is Professor Charla Markham Shaw.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Communication please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Christina Arizmendez. Madeline J. Booley. Daniel Scott Byron. Michael G. Coleman. Anna E. Cumbrink. Carrie Elizabeth Corcoran. Christina Nicole Cuevas. Richard J. Finlay. Matthew Blake Fumby. Yu Dok Wang. Troy Antonio Jones. Catherine Marie McCormick. Amanda R. Mendoza. Kimberly Sosa. Heather A. Thompson. Michael C. Young. Ranalsha Nicole McDade. Jonathan V. Osborne Boyd. Kimberly Nicole Ansley. Yesenia Guadalupe Aranda. David O. Bansigan. Todd Christopher Cruff. Christina De Leon. Jason M. Denton. Janisha Danell. Alexis Garcia. Adrian Gonzalez. Brandon Ramwan Gordon. Regina Gutierrez. Matthew T. Hooks. Derek Guthrie Kaufman. David Klein. Charles William Long. Adolfo Munez. Brianna L. Nathaniel. Brandon K. Perry Edge. DeBrandon Pruitt. Laura E. Robertson. Esteban Saints. Vanya I. Salinas. Leisha A. Hickman. Virginia D. Viatoro. Albert D. Brown. Casey Nicole Everhart. Hold on. Khalil Hassan Jadel. Calypso Lena. Daniel Brian Mancias. Lamil Okoboro. Annie Toy Pham. Alexandria Amanda Sandlin. David Trong. Carolee Y. Verzola. Tiffany J. Ham. Porfirio Lopez, Jr. Eric Velasquez. Ryan D. Wagoner. Gabriel Zamora. Ashley Michelle Adams. Fakeha Arshad. Idria Antu O. Lawanza Renee Stewart. Kevin T. Bassa. Crystal Danielle Caldwell. Adrian Chavez. Zachary B. Dayton. Michelle Kim Dulz. Takesha Pettigrew. Kaya Anitra Scott. Thomas Ray King. Pam L. Kizilewski. Vanessa Suarez. Elisa M. Tapia. Natalie Gwendolyn Wise. Fabian Brown. Tram Cao. Benito Francis Capean. Molly E. Crouch. Amanda Taylor Cruz. Tanisha R. Curtis. Kimberly L. Edmondson. Allison Jane Ferris. Angelica Jacqueline Freeman. Mary McKenna Honol. Kagan House. Jamie Jackson. Candice Anderson. Shankisha Lewis. Juanita A. Maynor. Kimberly K. Muchow. Gautier Mondo Montazini. Myra Alexandra Nieto. Gustavo Horta. Elizabeth Pugh. Kiara A. Rickett. Carla Deborah Suarez. Walid Essam Bashetri.
Before I announce the next department, I'd just like to remind everyone we're all very enthusiastic and happy to see the recognition of our graduates, and that means that we need to hear the name of each graduate announced. Thank you for your consideration. Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Criminology and Criminal Justice is Professor Robert Bing.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Criminology and Criminal Justice please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Jamie R. Abrams. Marty Alanis. Ernesto Alanziz. Erendida Avellaneda. Richard Antonio Barrera. Taylor Bowsley. Catherine Hope Beckridge. Diana Bedola. Tatiana Ashley Bell. Shakayla N. Burns. Timothy Bush. Jose H. Camacho. Ryan Casey. Cristal Angelica Castellano. Leonardo A. Castro. Yvette Cervantes. Kaylin Page Choate. Luis A. Cordova II. Esmeralda Mendoza Daza. Emika N. Ekwulugo. Marissa E. Gallegos. Alicia Marina Gonzalez. Jesus A. Gonzalez. Monica G. Gonzalez. Bienvo Guzman. Charity James. Kedrick Detwan Johnson. Ladimar Justin Lopez. Martha L. Lopez. Aslin Lujan. Lauren E. Marbach. Saray Martinez. Stephanie Martinez. Eduardo Murillo Jr. Heather Nielsen. Mario Rogelio Olvera. Nicolaus DeWitt Osborne. Amanda Gloria Oyeka. Matthew Stephen Pardee. Joy Yvonne Perry. Jessica A. Quintero. Lauren Taylor Raby. Kimberly A. Ramirez. Alexander Robertson. Areli Roja. Josonia A. Rodriguez. Melissa Roman. Mariska A. Saki. Brittany N. Salazar. Melvin Domingo Segura. Veronica A. Shrestha. Dustin Sims. Jimmy Small. Igor Stoyanovich. Mark Rodney Stokes. Jacqueline Tello. Emmanuel Terrazas. Yesenia Vargas. Carly H. Waters. Christopher Barnes. Sandra A. Bickle. Tony Chanel Daniel. Jasmine Eubanks. Victoria Angelica Gongora. Joanna Ramon. Stephanie Lee Reese. Philip Joe Young.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of English is Professor Bruce Krajewski.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Alma Acosta. Alicia Buchkuzi. Julia Christine Byers. Lori Ann Carmona. Jessica Yvette Castillo. Mickey L. Cook. Caleb P. George. Rachel A. Gooding. Myra Guardiola. Amanda Leanne Keel. Megan Nicole McDaniel. Carlos Alberto Cuadra. Ashley N. Solis. Jessica L. Story. Erin Rochelle Stubblefield. Amanda Denise Torres. Sean David Wyatt. D.B. Denny.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of History is Professor Marvin Delaney.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in History please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Austin Black. Carrie L. Burrow. Dekelia L. Davis. Jesus Duran. Tarek M. El Mugi. Cedric Finney. Thomas Hayden Foster. Austin Greer. Colby Henderson. Katie Lynn Crowell. Ryan N. Lindstrom. Andrew Marsh. Imral J. Martin. Angel Diane Mefford. Gianni Melton. Jerry Oden. Shu Yang. Clay Evan Walker. Karen D. Winter. William Widener. Madia Zahir. Eric Velasquez.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Linguistics and TESOL is Professor Laurel Stevan.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Chelsea Nicole Aguiar. Irene B. Flores. Lisa B. Pham. Maurice Reed, summa cum laude. Ariel Tonette Sparks. Katya Veronica Sparks Campos. Jared Whitey.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Modern Languages is Professor Sonia Watson.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French, Modern Languages, Russian, or Spanish please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Brianna Brewster. Zachary B. Dayton. Alexander J. Edgett. Hannah M. Keller. Amberly Rochelle Prihodka. Brian Perry Treach. Daisy Castro. Lycan Nicole Parks. Maurice Reed. Bernice Arroyos. Jennifer Caballero. Nubia Colmenares. John Scott Collins. Kelly Diaz. Bernadette Denise Irakovich. Isabel Escobar. Bianca L. Gonzalez. Porfirio Lopez, Jr. Deborah Odine Hood. Victoria Louchery. Kimberly Martinez. Barbara E. Naranjo. Cristina Guadalupe Paz. Ana Luisa Ramirez. Maurice C. Rodri. Rosalba Zamague.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Music is Professor Rick Bogard.
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Music please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Kiana D. Allen. Melissa Askins. Sarah Elizabeth Baca. Felicity Bishop. Kelsey Marie Berg. Kimber N. Carter. Omar Correno. Richard Dano. Matthew A. DeVries. Emmanuel Flores. Clinton J. Fuller. Nicholas M. Garza. Laura C. Gilbert. Christopher Ray Wills Hammerwright. Christian J. Hernandez. Jackson J. Hill. Sarah Sung-kyung Kim. Joshua W. Lawson. Young-soo Lee. Ryan Carl Miller. Martin Ivan Padilla. Jessica Ramirez. Jacqueline Monique Rivera. Elizabeth Lorraine Sharif. Andres Soto. Anthony Alexander Vasquez. Misty Michelle Wyckoff.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Philosophy is Professor Ken Williford.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy please rise and come forward to be recognized?
David A. Marufo. Adolfo Muniz. Taylor Amanda Patterson. Brian Perry Treach.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Political Science is Professor Rebecca Dean.
Will the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Arts in Political Science please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Julian G. Askew. Didmus Bota Banda. Gerardo Calderon. Leah N. Duncan. Tony Rhodes Glover. Robert Eugene Hall. Alexis Desiree Casata. Carolyn A. Reeves. Diana Isenia Rodriguez. Ducadon Rukundo.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Sociology and Anthropology is Professor Bob Kunovich.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Charlotte Dannon. Hannah M. Keller. Stephanie Diane Lucas. Danielle M. Marshall. Mauricio A. Munoz. Ashton N. Sachs. Nicolette Aguan. Victoria Bejernano. Noel Caballero. Andres Castillo. H. Scott Clemens. Regina L. Crossley. Erica P. Duke. Mason L. Hopkins. Tobin James Curlwheel. Ferosa Tajuddin Lalani. Melody Hope May. Melanie Marie McCauley. Rebecca Molina. Chandrika S. Morris. Hannah Lee Pace. Garth Christian Picard. Matthew Shepard. Rebecca Michelle Tejada. Adrian Trevino.
Recognizing bachelor degree candidates from the Department of Theater Arts is Professor Kim LaFontaine.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts in Theater Arts please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Gabriel Biesigal. Samuel D. Jering. Samantha E. Knox. Jasmine N. Lovings. Brian Robinson. Raquel Rose Wisniewski. Jonathan Ray Crawford. Samantha Marion Fields. Raul Luna. Dale Edward Shelton.
Students, please stand and join us in showing our appreciation to your families who have supported you throughout your journey here at UT Arlington. Graduates, please remain standing. Upon completion of your degrees, UT Arlington is now your alma mater. Please join with us as we sing our alma mater, led by Ms. Betsy Seltzer. You will find the words in your program.
Dear school we love, you are our alma mater, and through the years our faith we shall proclaim. Each one a loyal son or daughter, our song of praise shall glorify your name. Dear school we love, forever Arlington, forever Arlington.
Guests, please be seated. Graduates, please remain standing. We are gathered here to share in the celebration of a transition in the lives of our students, the crossing of a symbolic threshold from students to learned members and leaders of society. You, our graduating students, represent our very best, and we expect that each of you will change the world for the better. Each of you have touched us in so many ways. We will miss you, yet we are happy that you're moving on to another chapter of your lives. On your shoulders now rests the responsibility for furthering the reputation of the University of Texas at Arlington by what you do and what you achieve every day from this point on. And as you get ready to leave these hallowed halls, We ask that you stay connected and engaged with your alma mater. Come visit us often. There are no more tests or exams. Talk about your university affiliation with pride. Play a role in furthering our continuing drive for higher levels of excellence, and celebrate our future achievements just as we celebrate yours today. We are now at the moment that you've been waiting for all these years, the celebration of your success and the achievement of a tremendous milestone. By virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System and delegated to the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective academic degrees for which you have been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Honored guests and members of the faculty, please join with me in congratulating our graduates and the newest alumni of the University of Texas at Arlington. Congratulations.
Graduate degree candidates, please be seated. Undergraduate degree candidates, I would like to invite you to participate in two important traditions. The first is the ring turn. For those graduates who received the official UT Arlington Maverick ring, you may now turn your ring so that UTA faces outward. This symbolizes that you have earned your UT Arlington diploma and are now ready to face the world. From this day forward, all who encounter you will recognize you as a graduate of the University of Texas at Arlington. Congratulations. The second tradition concerns the placement of the tassel on your mortarboard. Academic custom dictates that only those with a bachelor's degree may wear the tassel on the left. In anticipation of earning your baccalaureate degree, I hereby invite each of you to move your tassel from right to left. While the undergraduate degree candidates remain standing, I ask that the graduate degree candidates rise to join them. Ladies and gentlemen, as we near the conclusion of our commencement ceremony, I would like to ask that you join me in expressing appreciation to our speaker, President Carbari, our faculty, our staff, and all those who have helped to make this graduation a reality and who have participated in this ceremony. And join me especially in congratulating these newest graduates of the College of Liberal Arts. This is their day. We congratulate them all. Before we adjourn, I want to let you know that the professional photography and video taken at the ceremony will be available through the commencement website in a few days. As the recessional music begins, the stage party will lead the faculty and the graduates down the center aisle to exit the arena. Graduates, please stay in line until you reach the outside exit onto Moritz Plaza. Families and guests, please remain seated until the graduates have exited the arena. Please exit using the north, northeast, or northwest doors. You will meet your graduates outside on Moritz Plaza, which will provide a safe location for you to find them and begin your family celebrations. Thank you for your cooperation, and again, congratulations. We wish you a wonderful evening. This concludes the Fall 2014 Commencement Ceremony. Will the platform party Faculty and graduates, please rise and begin the recessional.
Thank you.